And now moving to West Africa, Niger's Prime Minister Ali Mahaman Lamine Zeine has blamed the United States for rupturing the crucial military pact between the two nations. The agreement had allowed American troops to stay and carry out counter-terrorism operations in the Sahel country. However, Niger's Prime Minister says that U.S. officials tried to dictate how the African nation should conduct its affairs. He also claimed that Washington failed to justify the presence of its troops in Niger while, quote, doing nothing to end the jihadist insurgency in the region. Zeine said, quote, the Americans stayed on our soil doing nothing while the terrorists killed people and burned towns. It is not a sign of friendship to come on our soil but let the terrorists attack us. We have seen what the United States will do to defend its allies because we have seen Ukraine and Israel, end quote. Now, last year, a military coup ousted Niger's democratically elected president in a move that prompted the United States to freeze security support to the nation. Washington, in fact, paused its counterterrorism activities against jihadist outfits like the Islamic State and al-Qaeda affiliated groups. These operations were normally carried out using a major air base in Niger, which was at the time completely under American control. In March, Niamey announced the termination of a 12-year-old military pact with Washington, forcing 1,000 U.S. troops to leave the country. Now, Niger's prime minister says that the United States even threatened his country with sanctions if it signed an agreement to sell uranium it produces to Iran. However, the United States State Department said it presented Niger's junta with a choice that was rooted in its national security interest. Washington asked that it decided to withdraw forces from Niger after realizing that the two sides could not come to an understanding. Now, the cancellation of the U.S.-Niger Security Pact has stirred fears of fading American influence in West Africa as Russia makes inroads. In fact, Moscow has already dispatched troops to Niamey, with Niger even housing the incoming Russian soldiers and the outgoing U.S. troops on the same air base, stirring an entirely different controversy. And with Russia increasing its presence in Niger, the options for the United States to revive its relations with the country's ruling junta remain limited. From impeachments to inaugurations, if it's a political story, we are on the scene. The race for the White House is heating up.
We're beating Biden.
How dare he say that?
If it's breaking news, we're live with the latest coverage. From the White House, the State Department, and Capitol Hill, we know the issues, but above all, we know the players to bring you the latest in-depth analysis on all the key stories that we're covering. I'm Eric Ham. Join me from Washington here on Firstpost America.